And we do get like less knockback too. So there's that bonus too. Ooh, wait. Oh my gosh. All right.
Nice.
Oh my lord. We got 100 billion. There it is. All right, here we go. Tartan with the Twizzly Gummy Comp. Here we go. Let's just double check our toppings real quick. We'll go over it in details later. All right, but here we go. All right, so I'm just gonna spam first, put it on auto, and boom, here we go. Just make sure your Linzer is getting that 7 stack, okay? Because that's gonna make a fat difference. It's gonna be slow in the beginning because of the necklace. The necklace does need to charge up a little bit. Okay, want to try to keep getting that stack up. All right, a little bit of RNG for the crit as well, but here we go. Oh, okay, we beat it one more time. 114 billion. All right, with the damage of Eternal Sugar and Black Lemonade, Tartatan, and Twizzly Gummy. There we go. I feel like the more electricity damage I could get on Black Lemonade is going to definitely help out a little bit more too, but, you know, I'll take it. I'll take it for now. And before we get back into the video, I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that's going to be LD Player. And just like always, you guys already know that LD Player has been the emulator of choice for me for the last 4 years of starting this YouTube channel. And actually, with the new update, they did roll through for Cookie Run Kingdom inside of LD Store. If you guys do update the game through the LD Store, this allows your Cookie Run Kingdom to actually run super smooth, which you're going to be able to see through the gameplays right now. With the setting inside of LD Player, you're also able to increase the overall frame rate to all the way up to 120 FPS, which actually makes the game a lot smoother as well. Additional to that, you have a ton of different Android games that you're able to download from the Google Play Store. So of course, it does not limit you to Cookie Run Kingdom alone, but definitely going to be the emulator of choice for me, and something that I do recommend if you guys would like to play Cookie Run Kingdom on your Windows computer as well. But once again, thank you LD Player for sponsoring, and let's get back into the video. All right, so again, you want to get that Tartatan up because the Tartatan is going to give you a bunch of damage to boss. So that is going to be your go-to for your expedition, cookie. And then of course the buff is only applied, so different than before is that this particular buff is only applied to this particular cookie, not your entire team. So just keep that in mind when you guys are doing this. It's looking like the 3 that I used earlier is going to be the best one to go, but you know, that's going to depend on like different people. The build that I'm using is same as Coconut. So Coconut is just doing a lot better right now, but yeah, you know, it's just he just has better stats. But the treasure right now is gonna be Scroll, Jelly Watch, as well as your new necklace. All right, the necklace is giving attack in the beginning, more resistant to knockback, so the knockback is gonna be a little less. And then of course you're getting more attack and crit as you guys continue to activate, and then you're gonna gain additional 15 and crit damage as well here. All right, so that is going to be your treasures. And then for your toppings, for all of the cookies, damage resist is not required because of the fact that the boss is just not going to do enough damage to kill your cookies in like 99% of the cases, most likely, or 90, or like probably 100% of the case. But the toppings that I have right now is going to be 4 of the Syrian raspberry, including the tart, and then 2 of the juicy apple jelly. Getting a little bit of crit, trying to max out that crit to 100% if possible. And then we're having that attack and then a bit of cooldown as well. And then I have poison damage as well on my Eternal Sugar, just because Eternal Sugar is doing poison damage, right? Just boosting up attack a little bit. And then I have right now for Black Lemonade full on attack, so Syrian raspberry. We have some extra cooldown, you know, some attack speed, crit, and attack. More cooldown, the better it is, so that you can just spam the skill. And then we have the electricity damage. This is absolutely atrocious. So if you could get this more higher, then the better it's going to be. All right, and then our Linzer. Linzer has a full on attack speed because you want to get that 7 stacks before the auto, you know, skill use. And then we have some cooldown. We also do have attack speed, cooldown, and some amp buff. Obviously, you want to min-max this if you guys can to make it so that the skill is a bit faster, and then you can just go to the cooldown and mid-max, those kind of things. So I have a full-on cooldown for our Twizzy Gummy. My Twizzy Gummy now is at level 30 Magic Candy. All right, the higher it is, the better it's going to be. But for our topping, I have a little bit of mixture. So I have some attack speed, I have some cooldown, and some crit as well. The crit, I mean, like, you want to min-max on the crit if you guys can. The better on the crit, it's going to be a little bit better on the damage as well. And then, of course, cooldown and attack speed. The faster you can finish the animation, because Twizzy Gummy is going to be having a long animation for the laser beam, the better it's going to be, so that your cooldown starts as well to do more damage. All right. And then last one is going to be our Star Coral right now. I have Star Coral with full on cooldown. You don't technically need damage resist, just a bunch of cooldown. Honestly, you can min-max, most likely. You could probably min-max a little bit more too. So that you have a bunch of cooldown, and then you put in like different attack and things like that, so you could do a little bit more damage. But I just have full cooldown. It's basically what you want to kind of just go off of. All right, so that's pretty much what we got. It does look like that is most likely going to be the team to go. It just keeps depending on like your promotion, your Magic Candy level, your crit RNG and stuff like that. It's probably going to change a little bit more, but that seems like the team for the Salt Wraith Rumble that we have going on this time around. Yeah, vulnerable to stun, but don't need stun cookies. All right, guys, so before I end the video, I do want to talk about the farming team as well, because obviously you want to play 10 times to get the expedition cookie slot maxed out. And then, of course, we do have the shop to buy out some of those cookie cutters, crystals, rainbow cubes, faithful cookie cutters, and some of these radiant shards. We got some concentrates and stuff like that. So the best kind of farming team, this is not the absolute team that you have to follow. There's a lot of different cookies that you guys can use, but these are kind of like the best things, so that you can multi-hit the boss in order to drop those items out as many times as possible. And then it does have a max limit, so you can technically run this thing like just straight out all the way, or once you do not see any more of those items being dropped, then you can simply just X out and save a couple seconds. But I do have Milky Way. Milky Way hits a bunch of times, so that's also going to be really, really good. We have Twizzy Gummy, we have Eternal Sugar. If you don't want to use Eternal Sugar, putting out a mode, or cookies like anyone who really hits multiple times is going to be perfectly fine. And then we have our Star Coral and Minchoco obviously to increase the attack speed. If you don't want to use Eternal Sugar, or someone like I would say putting out a mode, Creme Brulee is also another one you can use. But we also do have the Fork. The Fork actually attacks one more time, so additional damage equal to 12.5% of a cookie's attack. So it kind of allows you to just deal a little bit more damage, so that you can hit the boss and kind of just max the dropout a little bit. So if you guys go into it, I don't have a topping on Milky Way all the way. It's just full on just like Swift Chocolate, and it's at level 80. It doesn't really matter. You're just gonna just spam it out. Technically, you can just let it run. If you want to save even more time, like you go into setting, you can just turn off everything, and then you can just like save a little bit of time. Take off the animation if you guys want to see exactly if all of the resources are being dropped or not. So right now you can see that the resources are not being dropped. So around like 30-second mark, it probably won't have anything dropped. So you just X out simply, and then that's gonna be your amount of salt crystals that you're gonna be able to get. So again, you can do it with Creme Brulee. You can do it with putting out a mode. There's a lot of different options, but the best option, if you guys really want to min-max, then it's probably just going to be attack speed, and then cooldown, so that you can just finish the skill animations out super quickly, and then just kind of spam your auto attack again, so that you can drop even more as soon as possible, so that you are able to go and just save time on your runs, so that you guys can go and max out the shop as soon as possible. This should save you guys some time in order to do it. If you really want to, you can go and get somebody who's going to increase attack speed a little bit, but I would say that's just going to take even more time, so just forget about it. Just keep running your auto team and then just let it go. All right, but hopefully you guys found the video helpful. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys got for your particular score, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Thanks for watching.